Bonjour Toronto, bonjour Canada. Quel bonheur d'être avec vous aujourd'hui. My first words are for my colleagues in this race. Congratulations to each and every one of you and a well-fought campaign colleagues. What a great team we're going to be. Fred Jack Layton taught us to be loving, hopeful, and optimistic. I'm loving that our party's grown to over 130,000 members. But I'm not only hopeful and optimistic about defeating Stephen Harper, I know we'll defeat him. And we will elect Canada's first NDP government. Friends, through much of the world, Conservatives are in power, and they have a firm grip on failure. They've delivered growing inequality, rising poverty, and failure on climate change, which is just about what you'd expect from Conservatives. But there's new hope. In Canada and all around the world, progressives and social democrats are rediscovering our courage, and we're taking the fight directly to old-style conservative thinking. Like the idea that tax giveaways to the 1% will trickle down to you. Like the idea that climate change is a problem we can leave to our children. Like the idea that gross inequality is a good thing and needs to get worse. Do those sound like good ideas to you? I don't think so. That's old line, traditional thinking. And we say it's had its day. We say we can do better. Like a string through pearls. We say there's a different Canadian values, NDP values, that hold us together and call us to work together. Now hear this well. I'm a proud New Democrat and an unapologetic Social Democrat. I think you are too. And if we fight as Social Democrats, not only will we win, not only will we defeat Stephen Harper, but friends, it'll be worth it. Mes amis, 2 mai dernier, des millions de francophones au Québec et à travers le Canada ont découvert ce que nous espérions depuis 3 décennies. Vous avez découvert que les valeurs du NPD sont celles des progressistes québécois. Ensemble, nous avons élu 59 députés de partout au Québec. Grâce à nous, ce Parlement a un nombre record de femmes. Grâce à nous, ce Parlement a un nombre record de députés autochtones. Grâce à nous, on a réussi à élire le plus grand nombre de jeunes dans l'histoire du Canada. Mes amis, le printemps dernier, vous avez accordé votre confiance à Jack Layton et à notre parti. Vous nous avez demandé de parler pour le Québec dans ce Parlement, de nous battre corps et âme contre des politiques mesquines et divisives. Nous avons eu le mandat d'être une opposition officielle, offrant une alternative crédible, positive et fidèle à nos valeurs. Oui, on a perdu Jack. Mais nous pouvons continuer son travail. Nous pouvons construire un pays plus juste et plus égalitaire, un pays qui respecte le Québec, un pays qui fait la promotion de la culture québécoise, de ses artistes et de sa langue. Mes amis les démocrates, membres et nouveaux députés du Québec, ne prenons rien pour acquis. Pour les 3 prochaines années, travaillons d'arrache-pied pour mériter cette confiance.
We have been working to deserve your trust. If we do that in 2015, we're going to be able to say, goodbye, Mr. Harper.
And that's a sentence that works in both official languages. So where the Conservatives have destroyed public finances, spending billions on tax giveaways for those at the top, We must fight and fight hard for a progressive tax system. It's wrong that the men and women who work in the hotels we're staying in this weekend pay a higher tax rate than some of the people making millions gambling on the stock market a few blocks from here. So where the Conservatives have turned their back on climate change, with Mr. Harper fighting his own personal war on science, New Democrats must lead the fight. We'll cap and price carbon. We'll end coal as a source of electricity. We'll bring in a home and industrial retrofit program. We'll bring in a national public transit plan that starts to get cars out of our biggest cities, just like Jack proposed. Did you get that, Mayor Ford? En bref, le Canada ne devrait pas être le grand...
Canada must not be the biggest obstacle to the fight against climate change. Canada should be a leader.
But for me, there's one question that stands alone. A question that stands at the core of our new democratic values, and it's this. What kind of Canada do we want? We want a nation built on fair taxes. We want a nation that acts on climate change. We want a nation that cares about our seniors and our children. We want a nation that cares about art and artists. We want a nation with a strong, well-run, universal public Medicare system. A nation committed to equality for women and new Canadians. A nation that turns our own resources into our own jobs right here in Canada. And above all else, a Canada that is much more economically and socially equal. That's the Canada we want. That's the kind of government Canadians want. And if you put your trust in me, that's the government I'll lead. No gimmicks, no shortcuts, and no false flags. Jack Layton won on honesty, openness, and conviction, and so will we. From JS to Jack, we stand on the shoulders of giants. We've come so far. We're so close to arriving at a better Canada, one practical step at a time, just like our best provincial governments all do. A better Canada, led by men and women committed to social justice and equality. A better Canada respected for its leadership around the world, for peace. A better Canada that we will hand to our children proudly. My friends, in asking for your support today, you have my pledge. If you elect me leader, I'm going to be right back asking you to do a lot of hard work to build our party in every corner of this country, to elect a government worth electing. Un gouvernement NPD qui...
An NPD government that is worth electing.
And together, we will get the job done. Yes.